Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. ASTER keeps pumping. What's happening here? It looks like almost Bitcoin slumping. I had this crazy, thought, a hypothesis. Does Bitcoin slump and altcoins keep pumping in a major way, or do we get this bigger rally? And honestly, anything happens, but it looks like altcoins are going to go up no matter what. If you look at Total 3, very interesting. Let me take this stream and syndicate it back out there to my beautiful Discord. All my people out there, God bless you all. Watch that Sol video showing you a Sol price prediction, really breaking it down for you. I think you'll really, really appreciate that. So jump on into that video if you have it. We have 100,000 subs. 5,000 people saw that video. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to all my beautiful people here. Let me jump on into the control room, and we're going to show you what's happening here in the charts. All right. We promise. We will show you the charts. It's going to happen. I know you don't believe me, but it will happen at one point. We'll go over the charts. This is your morning Sunday update, just to kind of give you a heads up of what's happening, get us situated for tonight and the weekly candle close, and just see kind of where we may be going for BTC. So the first thing that I see for Bitcoin is a bit of a double bottom, right? We seem to have been bouncing back off 115,300. Crazy, we came all the way back to 115. I saw this as a bear flag. It did break down as ASTER just continued to rip. ASTER went all the way to 198, which is insanity. I had this flag. I got stopped out for $100. I would have made another couple thousand. I was close to making 30K. And it's funny, ASTER has me feeling funny because we knew about it when they said Apex. You could move your Apex to ASTER. We knew about it right down here when it was 9 cents. All right. Then it hit the exchanges. It hit MEXC, all this other craziness. I think it hit MEXC pretty early too. If I go to spot on MEXC, it hit MEXC pretty early. I think you could get it at 9 cents on MEXC. I could be wrong though. Let me take a look here on spot on MEXC. But I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. The cheapest price you could have got on MEXC was, drum roll please. We got to go to like a small time frame. I gave it to the group right here. Looked like it was going to explode right there from 79, right? I mean, they had, fine, 30 cents, and then it started to rip. So realistically, 60 cents was the flat area, but there was other places to get it in too. I mean, 60 cents to $1.98, a 3x, very, very fast. And honestly, is it done? Like, this is crazy. Like, it may not be done. Like, it could bull flag out of here. The FOMO is just too real. What looks to me, what, we'd like to see to kind of just calm us down. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, so I know I don't have to touch it anymore. But it definitely might pump one more time into this resistance area or somewhere in here. It's looking somewhat bullish. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let me pop out the chat and see what's happening. And thank you so much for that super chat. I see the balls jumping into the jar there. Morning livers, made my biggest trade yesterday, 40x lev on ASTER. Made a ton of capital, closed half in my sleep at 2.0. Life is good. Have a blast. I mean, that's crazy, Woozy. You must have made a boatload, man. And now you have a bunch of money to get going, right? Honestly, ASTER was good. ASTER was good for me because people who took the ASTER call, that should have paid for your trading group now for the next month, for maybe 2 years. Like, if some people put $1,000 and now they have over 20K, you know what I mean? Somebody put in 3,000, they had 14,000. Some people got in at 9 cents, you know what I mean? 10 cents, 6 cents, and they put in 1,000, 2,000. Some people put $500, it turned into well over $7,000. So like, and then people leverage traded. So I'm sure some people also lost their shirts. It happens. But man, if you like Sam's live streams, you'll love being in the 99 like-minded boys and girls. Support us. Go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. Hit the subscribe button, and you can sign up to a monthly, a quarterly, or a yearly subscription. I don't stop going over these charts. So let's take a look at BTC. Let's see what's happening in the morning so I can get a handle of what's up. I barely paid attention to Bitcoin yesterday. I'm going to be honest. All I cared about was ASTER. It was ASTER all day, and that's the kind of how you should trade. Focus on where the money is, right? Heavy focus on those charts got me the money. Now, I made like almost $7,000. I could have made way more, but again, I made $7,000 in under 24 hours. Like, and I didn't expect to make $7,000 on like Wednesday afternoon. I didn't know this weekend was going to be hot. So I'm telling you this because I guess we all have greed inside of us. And because of how much capital I had access to and how I knew so much about ASTER, I'm like, why didn't I make 100 racks? Like, I'm beating myself up about how much I didn't make. And I got to keep telling myself, Sam, That's that scarce mentality. You got to go back and say you're grateful for what you did have. You got to focus on the gratitude. And if the gratitude is the biggest focus, then more will come your way. So I got to be, hey, man, I made more than a lot of people did this weekend, right? I used to make $8,000 a month, busting my butt. I made $7,000 in under 30 hours, right? So, well, you know, we all have that feeling. I'm admitting it. We all have that feeling. Could have made more, right? Should have made more, you know? And we got to take a deep breath and realize that that's the fleeting, that's a thought that the devil wants us to think, that the devil has it, you know, like it's not good enough. Everything is good enough, man. It's a beautiful life. So look, the weekly is beautiful and resetting. However, I got to be honest. This is what I keep saying. Like, what if altcoins, like people decide they want these ETFs in NEAR, Solana, and they sell Bitcoin bags because they've been in Bitcoin for so long, and they reposition. And Bitcoin takes a move somewhere back down to 92K, but altcoins actually soar. What if that can happen? I haven't even thought about it until the last 2 days, and I'm just pondering it. And again, the only thing I'm saying is because Total 3 is making higher highs, but Bitcoin is not. And it makes me wonder, like, are we uncorrelating here? Is there something happening? Are we decoupling? Gratitude is attitude 100%. Yeah, gratitude is altitude too. I like that word, you know, because it brings you higher. Grateful for the community. Another blessed day. Shout out to Story Time with Drew. Are you going to teach us a story, Drew? You going to read us a little book here? You know what I mean? Break it down. Tell us a little bit about the life. Grateful for the community. Another blessed day. God bless you. Story Time with Drew. Don't forget to subscribe. Sean, thank you so much for being here. Cypher. Shout out to Lakochi Coker in the house. Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning. God bless. To Wythe. Shout out to Brett. Don't shout on me and I won't shout on you. Heard that saying. Don't shoot on me and I won't shoot on you. I like that. Yeah, don't shoot on me. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You did the right thing. It was a roller coaster with 40X. Would not recommend it. Thanks for the guidance. Hey, man, you must have made so much money, though. Oh, my God. If you made it through on 40X, my goodness, man. I'm not going to say I'm not a little... I mean, there was good odds that thing was just going to rock and roll, baby. I got a little lev out of it, but I wanted to get more. I desired more, but hey, make it happen then. Shout out to the ones who were shouted out from the ones shouting out to. You're funny. Shout out to Orhan. Shout out to Yazan. Shout out to Majin Crypto. Shout out to Reliable J, Justin Campitelli, Crypto Clown World, and everybody out there. Dave Roy holding me down. Thank you. Simeon Ivanov. God bless you. Negan. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and he will make your path straight 100%. Just trust that all will go well. With the designer. There's the designer of this place. Wouldn't you want to hang out with the designer, or do you want to fight the designer? I wouldn't want to fight the designer if I was inside of the world the designer made, right? I mean, let's think about it. So, the weekly. 1, 2, 3. It looks like we're going to close a very weak candle. That's not strong. It's green. I'll take it, though. It's not red. But it's setting up for a possible tweezer, top right next to it. And what if next week is bearish? And we close a red candle with a big wick? It's going to be whack, right? Let's hope maybe somehow today we get a massive move to the upside that would really close this off. I mean, we're about to close the biggest monthly candle in history. The highest close ever. We were so close. We're still so close. We still could do it. We still could close the highest close. We've been higher, but we can close higher than these two candles. The monthly still looking good. It's not too bad, but I'm not a fan of that weekly. That's not what I was looking for the close. Also, a tweezer top tomorrow night on the 5-day. And I think tonight, in 11 hours and 11 minutes, 11:11. Look at that. And 11:11. I'll wait for that to be 11. We're going to see 11:11. That's crazy, right? And that's going to be a tweezer top tonight on the 3-day chart. Isn't that a shoulder, head, right shoulder? Isn't that a lower high? I guess we just broke above this high barely, but I don't know. It's a bit of a resistance here. And look, there's a point of control right here at 118,000. So it seems to me 11:11. There it is. It seems to me like we have a resistance at 118K. And now we have a little bit of support right there on the 3-day. But if you lose 3-day, these two candles, I mean, you're going to come down and test, right? 113, 112,000. So I'm seeing some signs of slight bearishness here on the 3-day and the 5-day chart. They don't look amazing. I'm seeing the daily has a resistance clear as day at 169. I do see a nice support for the daily here at 114. So let me show you where these candles closed and where these candles open right here. Boom, boom. That's a support. That's a resistance. We're in the range right now for Bitcoin. Remember, when I did look at this on the daily, I said we're a little far from the 21. I said expect for the daily to go sideways. Now, even this is what I don't like to see. If the 21 curves and breaks the 50, that almost tells me this is going to roll over. There's a resemblance of a head and shoulder here that could definitely take us to the downside. This is not amazing. So I don't know. I might be the only person to uncover the fact that maybe altcoins pump and Bitcoin dumps. I don't know. Or maybe they all dump again. And I'm not saying we're going to dump for sure. I'm not saying the rally's over. I'm just saying pay attention. No one else goes over the facts. They just kind of feed us whatever they want you to listen to. I mean, maybe other people do. I don't know what everyone else does. I only know what I do. But I see a lot of stuff on Twitter. I see bull posting and bear posting, and it's just, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I take the trades one step at a time. Everything's a probability, and we have no clue. I've been saying that it's likely we go sideways or down for the next 4 to 5 days, right? Until October 2nd or 3rd. But that's what I've been looking at. Yeah. Shout out to Moonshard. Shout out to my man calling me a legend. Thank you for calling me a legend. That's very nice of you. It's the nicest thing you could call me as a legend. God bless you, brother. Yeah. Scott Carney paints us going to 113, 114. I don't know who Scott Carney is, and I don't care. The hardest working man, Sammy Cup-and-Hattie. If they don't work as hard as me, then why should I listen to them? You know what I mean? And I look at a lot of YouTubers, and I see them skipping days, man. I look at their channel, I'm like, oh, he didn't do a day, he didn't do a day, he didn't do a day. I was like, he ain't me. I would never do that. You know what I mean? If God gave me a YouTube channel, I would post a video every single day to prove to the universe that it's the number one thing in my life. It's my life. It's my life. Like, it's my business. It's what I put all my soul into. Why wouldn't you go all the way? Anyway, 2-day chart looks beautiful to me. The daily is a little sketchy. All right, so the daily looks better. I'm sorry, I was on the 2 days. So the daily looks better. The daily has the 21 curving up, just like we suggest. So, like, honestly, I just see a flag, but it just looks like it's going to take some time. This is really good for altcoins. If Bitcoin could go sideways for the next 7 days while money's flowing in because we have a rate cut, are you kidding me? That's like that's the perfect picture you could paint. So this is starting to tell me, now, if today, no, I don't care really what happens today. I would love a big green candle back to the top of the range, though. It would make more sense if we closed at 117. It would make more sense. You know what I mean? Bottom, top, bottom, back to the top again. So I'm looking for, I don't want to see, look, a shoulder, a head, or right shoulder. We don't want to see that. We just want to see consolidation. If you see Bitcoin still above this trend line with the 21 curving on September 28th, I mean, it's telling us a big move is coming for BTC. So I'm getting ready for the biggest move of my life. And Bitcoin's going to make a new all-time high and go to $125,000 BTC. It's just that's what's likely going to happen, right? So I'm looking for this consolidation for Bitcoin. I'm looking for the daily 21 to cross the 50, which looks like it's happening. And I'm looking for us to get a bigger move here to the upside. This would be this like very strange inverted head and shoulder that I have seen play out with this high wick that breaks the neckline first. I have watched that. They've done that like 4 or 5 times in the last 7 months, right? It's my life. It's now or never. You know, someone in our group went to school with Bon Jovi. Someone in my trading group went to Berkeley College of Music. He took a picture. He showed us. There's me and Bon Jovi. Like, there's so many people in my group that are so interesting. We have people that have been that physically knew Jim Rohn. I have a guy that emailed me. He's like, I'm in your group. I knew Jim Rohn well. I met him many times. I'm like, what the? It's like we are all star seeds of each other. You know what I mean? Mr. Price provides fair and balanced TA. We get both sides and possibilities. Yeah, Nas and gold calls were insanely crazy as well, Sam. Appreciate if you share your thoughts on them as well. Yeah, we did nail the NASDAQ and the gold call. This month is probably one of my most accurate months of my life when it comes to just technical analysis. But whatever, man. So let's watch this daily candle. This daily flag. What would stress us out is if we break the 20, if we end up losing, you don't want to see the daily close a candle below 114, 250. That would be stress to me. That's a no-go. Okay? I'd like to see this sideways price action with the 21 curving up. That's going to produce that movement to the upside here for Bitcoin. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. All right. Someone just called ASTER to 250. It very well may go, man. ASTER could go all the way to $40. It could chase Hyperliquid for sure. For sure. Probably a good long-term hold. I might just take that $7,000, find a dump area, and put the $7,000 I made back into ASTER right now. Build a bag. Like build a bear, build a bag. Now I swing trade for my bags. I leave the trade. You know. That's an Adam and Eve. No. I don't see it. No. I don't see an Adam and Eve. Maybe right here, kind of an Adam and an Eve right there, but it's like slanted up. But nah. I don't see the Adam and Eve. Kind of, you're seeing this. I think I see what you're saying. Like it has some vibes of an Adam and Eve, but Adam and Eve for me kind of have to be more like at least closer to the bottom, you know. So we're looking for the daily. I wouldn't stress Bitcoin really on any other time frame. You're going to get rocked and wrecked chasing too much. What I don't like is this shoulder head. That kind of was a right shoulder. It doesn't look amazing. So let's break down the 4 hour right now, just really open-minded. So we projected that the daily can flag out. It looks good to me based on the moving averages. Like that all kind of makes sense, right? But this, I mean, that's a descending triangle, right? Like, I don't know. And it has a head and shoulder inside. Like that's bearish to me, right? That doesn't look good to me. I have to be honest. Whenever I've seen that, we've had some trouble, and we've definitely gone to the downside. 4 hour does not look amazing. I got to be honest with everybody. I mean, we could push this trend line and say this is happening. And I've been saying this for the whole time, and I wanted the bounce here, and we got slight the bounce, but we rolled over on that bounce. We did not keep the bounce. So, like, we lose this trend line, we're going to drop right down to 115, 114, 150. You can see it. So today, like, you kind of need Bitcoin to hold this trend line. You're looking for some type of, like, falling wedge here. Maybe it comes down one more and it gets something like this. Like we dump here and then we break out. But not amazing. Yeah, hidden bullish div on 15 and 30. Reset ready to go higher. I love that you just said hidden bullish. You're on point. You sound like a lifer. All my lifers know the deal, man. Yeah. I see AVAX brewing for a nice push. Yeah. Build a bag for them bags. Yeah. Hello, sir. Can you take a look at LINEA? LINEA's hot. We talked about it last night. It's in the trading group. I would join the trading group if you want to know more. I'll take a look, but LINEA is hot right now. It's trending. Token Metrics got it. It's hitting exchanges. It's hot. It's got TVL. It's got movement. LINEA. I see shoulder, head, right shoulder on the 4 hour. It doesn't look amazing. The 1 hour also battled that 200 moving average and fell off last night. So here's the deal. The bulls need this crazy, see this cup? The bulls need this cup and handle to play out right here. I believe that's the money printer. Let's pull the fib. Like, I mean, you came right to the 786. It's insane, right? It's crazy. So we need this cup and handle like this. I don't like to use the word need, but it's almost like you got to get a pump here. The 1 hour breaks back to the upside. We can start to consolidate this flag and get out of the muck. We fall down from here. We're going to have to come and retest 114.5, and then we'll go from there. So I'm getting mixed signals on a low volume Sunday. Also, we had the quad witching on Friday, which is definitely going to throw off the market and give us till Monday night to kind of reset. So we're looking for this flag to break up on the 1 hour time frame. That's what you're looking for. Looking for the 15-minute to get back above the 200. If the 15-minute can crack that 200, we can pump. The 5-minute just got above the 200 moving average out of a very strange inverted head and shoulder. And the 1 minute got above the 200 as well. So, to me, I don't know. I wouldn't make a trade on Bitcoin. I would just watch it today. But it definitely looks like we got to get this bounce off the higher low. You got to get a candle close today somewhere above 116,001. Low, high, higher low, higher high. And then we can bounce further to the upside. Otherwise, this is a rollover. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And you could see us somewhere down at 114.4. So, it doesn't look amazing. Looks like 114.5 would be the key area. Let's take a look at Bookmap and see what's happening. Bookmap also suggests there's a bunch of liquidity down at 115.250, but not a lot. And it still suggests Big Red is 116.5, so they might just bring low, high, higher, low. That's a higher low. Boom. The trend tells us we should break 116. All right. The blue shirt really brings out the colors and the pinkness on the skin. Good color combo. Thank you. Pinkness? What are you trying to call me, Pinky in the brain over here? The guy called me pink. Yeah, he blatantly called me pink right in front of my wife. He said, hey, you look pink. I said, hey, who are you talking to over here, huh? Who the are you talking to over here, eh? Hey, calm down, bro. We only use that when we need to. Hey, Saturday Bitcoin update, market heating up or cooling off. Hey. You know, I would go against doing that. I would just say regular updates because people see Saturday. It could just make someone not want to look at it. But if it doesn't say, I would change that and not put Saturday there. Think about it. It kind of makes people, well, it's a Saturday update. I don't need to watch it no more. You know, that's below the 200 moving average on the 5-minute time frame. That's a shoulder, head, right shoulder. You're finally getting some strong bearish div. I mean, look at the run up. Go look at when you can see the 21 moving average and find out where it is on the 2 hour, on the 1 hour. The only time frame we can see it's on the 1 hour, but it's back below the 1 hour time frame. This would be a perfect time to eventually say, no way, it's over, right? Now you're back below the 202 as well. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And I'd be, again, you're likely, once you lose the 200 on the closest time frame, you drop to the 21, you drop to the 200. So you lose this is going to come to a fib now. Funny, people shorted it yesterday. They said, I got this. I said, I wouldn't short that, man. They said they shorted this. They're like, definitely shorting it down now. And they got, yikes. Now there's a bearish divergence, see? That was the short. That was a strong bearish div right there at the top. I see it headed somewhere back down to $1. It went on a run, baby. That was the run. I'll show you a bunch of coins that did this, and I'll show you what happens after the fact. Remember Zebekin? Everybody wanted Zebekin, right? Zebek Network. It was the hottest thing since sliced bread. Remember? It was just like you couldn't just, it was here at 0.0. It just kept going. This is where we are right now with ASTER. I mean, you're going to come back down to the 618 Fibonacci. 786. That's just what's likely going to happen. I wouldn't chase ASTER anymore. Get your gains and move on. Treat every coin like an opportunity that could come and go. Now, maybe does it continue? It could continue to bump. Let's be realistic. You know, only because it's got a lot of FOMO. But I mean, it's attempting to do some type of bottom here. Maybe it bottoms. I just feel like if it does continue to pump, it's unlikely. It's more likely that it's, you know. So ASTER really took the market yesterday. Like, it was ASTER, like, and Advantis also, and a lot of DEX, and again, perpetual DEXs. Really crazy to see Hyperliquid actually, because people are selling off Hyperliquid because you need a VPN, I think, right, to use Hyperliquid. You don't need a VPN to use ASTER. So that gets people kind of saying, hey, well, why? You know? And if you just look at whatever was trending in the last 24 hours, I'm sure ASTER will be the number one coin. Up 18x in 7 days. I mean, 37% in 24 hours. And then you got other things moving. World Liberty Finance continues to go up. I'm now in profits on my buy on that coin. And most people got beat down. Look at PancakeSwap headed to $3. I've talked about that as BNB continues to pump. 4 trillion market cap, the highest it's ever been in cryptocurrency in the history of crypto. So how do you use ASTER? What is ASTER? What's going on with ASTER? You know, I'm going to make a video about it today. At the end of this, I'll probably break down what ASTER is, what it does, how you can access ASTER. It has an Airbnb, a BNB address. Bang. So you can paste the BNB address here. And it's got a $2.6 billion market cap. Unbelievable. $1.60. Wow. Hit the DEX at 58 cents. It just, you know, did damage. You know, I put it out there at 79 to the trading group. Looked like it was going to break out of a flag, and I'm just excited that I did that, you know. God bless everyone that jumped on it and made some massive gains. I'm just excited. Dude, honestly, ASTER is such a FOMO state. I would be surprised if FOMO wrecks TA on it. Might have to wait till Monday. It's possible. But usually not. See, that's the problem. People that say that don't use the TA, and then they get wrecked. Just use the TA every single time. Don't do that FOMO Rex TA stuff. No. There's a bearish div there. You're making lower highs. That thing's likely coming down to where I showed you. You know. Go to the website. Check it out. Go to ASTERDEX.com. The decentralized perpetual DEX. Trade crypto, stocks, anything. Wow. Using hidden orders. It's pretty cool, right? So you got a DEX right here. You can connect your wallet. You can do it through MetaMask, through BNB. I mean, it's pretty awesome, right? And, you know, no more. And Hyperliquid's kind of annoying. Getting your money into Hyperliquid is a lot harder. It's not as, you know, honestly, when you look at this, when I look at this, it looks like, you know, that ain't bad when you look at the big picture there for Bitcoin. Funny when you just look at it like it's some random, looks like we're just going to do some type of consolidation here, right? And break out. Funny, I never really looked at it that way before. Get the breakout right there, right? It's actually, Bitcoin's in a symmetrical triangle. Look at that. Could go either way. The Black Swan. Now, can you trade ASTER on the DEX? I hope so. Hey, ASTER, baby, ASTER. The perpetual DEX, you know. Pretty awesome when you think about it. So I'm going to use ASTER. I'm going to put some money there, play some game, you know. And I'll do a little bit of perpetual DEX trading and see what's happening on ASTER. The perp DEX, baby, the perp DEX. So Bitcoin. We went over Bitcoin. We needed to bump. It's looking like it might today. It's getting a little bit of a move here. We want to see the 1 hour break out of the cup and handle to the upside. That's what I want to see. So I show up tonight. Let's see where we are tonight at 20, right? Yeah. Army time 20 will be tonight. Right there. So let's take a look-see. I put a little box right there. Yeah, I say we get to there. I say we get a pump up to 116,100. When I show up tonight, we're in this green box for Bitcoin. Yeah, I'd look for a flag on the 15. I'd look for the 15-minute get above the 200 moving average. What it's going to do is, if we're bullish, I know exactly what's likely going to happen by an 80% accuracy. We're going to break this. The 21's going to curve up, and we're going to connect to the 21. And then that's going to be your little move back to the upside here, and then we get the short squeeze. Otherwise, we're going to get rolled over by this. If you can't close a candle in the next 1 to 2 hours above this 200 moving average, even 30 minutes, I'd say, you're rolling over back down to here. You got to get a 15-minute candle to close above this yellow line. Right now, it's trying to sun us. It's like, you ain't going. We got to push through that. We got to. So I have to be honest, after such a massive move yesterday, 2000 hours to 8 p.m. Exactly, 2000, baby. 2000 hours. There we go. Shout out to my military men out there. And God bless everybody that gave to America, specifically. Anyone that risked their life for any human, really, I love you. But anyone that risked their life, and American soldiers, and any American soldiers out there, anyone in law enforcement, anyone who's an EMT, if you spend your days dang well knowing you could be put in danger for somebody else, may God bless you. You deserve my blessings. And I hope one day I could do the same for others. You know, I see myself when I'm older, you know, volunteering as a local fireman, maybe even from like 60 to 70 years old. I'll do what I can for the town. I'll move to some small town and I'll become I'll do something I can for the town, man. You know, I just want to make sure I give back to society as much as I can. God has given me so much. My channel has exploded. So much has happened for me. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to jump out of here for the day. Let me take a look at all the super chats. There might be some super chats that I didn't check on. Morning Lifers made my biggest trade yesterday. 40x at ASTER. Made a ton of capital. Closed half of my sleep. $2. Life is good. Have a blast. That's amazing, man. You did the right thing. It was a roller coaster. 20x would not recommend it. Thanks for the guidance and pump them likes up. Thank you. Hello, sir. Can you take a look at LINEA? And we'll take a look at LINEA. And only one ask. Thank you so much. for these amazing super chats. $12 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. You didn't have to give, but you did. Look, I see this as a shoulder. That's a head and shoulder pattern. You can see it. That's likely going to break to the downside. Complex head and shoulder with the measured move, right? Let that puppy sail all the way back down to $1, somewhere back to here, 119. Yeah, I mean, the hype was real. The hype was real. I'm glad we caught it. Shout out to everybody that took a ride with me. I put it out at 70 cents to the group. And hey, then I gave other calls too throughout the day. And then I was on it last night. And we were trading perp decks on it as well. I mean, you name it, we did it. So, hey, Aster, thank you. God, thank you for the opportunity. May more come our way, everyone, right? We happen to be in crypto. CZ comes out with the decks. They push it hard. Everyone loves on it. It gets ran up. It gives us an opportunity to make some gains. This keeps coming on in crypto. People say, oh, you can't 10x like you could. You can't. There's opportunities out here if you pay attention. And you could have got into Apex before it got into ASTER, right? And then you could have got your Apex 1-to-1 on ASTER and then sold. So people, a lot of them got the airdrop technically. It's a big deal, man. Let's take a look at LINEA. I got a setup for LINEA. It looks nice to me. Nothing should really change here. So let's take a look at LINEA. LINEA is getting tighter and tighter inside of this flag. I put it out right there at about 0.296, and it's actually up a little bit. Even from that jump right to the upside, came back down. So I put it out here. It bounced, came back down. It's tight. LINEA, only a matter of time, in my humble opinion, getting very, very tight. Looks a lot like Solana. Looks a lot like Cardano, right? This cup and handle with the tightness. It looks like all coins are about to go on a massive leg to the upside. LINEA looks very, very ready. Stop loss can be pushed up even here below the 200 moving average at a 3.91 risk-reward ratio. So I like what I'm seeing for LINEA. I believe it's the trade of the, for the next, I'd say 10 to 12 days. Highly likely this thing breaks out. But what do I know? I'm judged by the people that have seen me for the last few years. So whatever they think, it is what it is, right? I've been live streaming. I've been making content on YouTube for 6 years. Since September 9th of 2019. Thank you to 100,000 subs. We made it, and on our way to more. We've already crossed 100,000 and 101,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody. So continuing to move. And without each and every one of you, I never would have done it. It's the people that show up every day that make this channel amazing. So thank you. I'll never forget that. I'll always put you guys first. I'll never say, hey, look, I'm so famous and big now because everyone else shows up. No, I'm only known because you people actually dedicate your time to the stream. Celebrities get all so big in their head, but the only reason you're a celebrity is because other people, the people pay attention to you. The regular people pay attention. You know what I mean? Every hardworking people pay attention to the celebrity, and he's like, look at me. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity. I'm just thinking about how people blow up, and it's like your fan base is your life, man. They created you. They helped you. Now, there's some people you can see they stay down to earth all day long, and people can see that. LINEA looks like it's about to blast. I feel like it's time. You do whatever makes you happy, but this low volume day could create a positional strength because you're not going to get the volatility, which flat price action can keep it right where it's supposed to be. LINEA on the radar. Thank you for that super chat. You're on point. And honestly, let's keep it focused, right? So we're watching Bitcoin. It has to get above the 15-minute 200 moving average. Then we want to see a flag with the 21 crossing. Then we want to see our next move. I'm suggesting this will happen, and by 2000 hours, we will be here at about 16:01. And again, I'm speculating on that. This might come up, get rejected, we might dump, and I might say, hey, no go today. So when I make these projections, take them with a grain of salt, because in 2 hours from now, I may be able to see something that's going to change the way I look at it, right? But I'm still going to put out what I see happening in the charts. So and we like to do, this is a fun thing I like to do, and I usually do it on Saturday nights, Saturday morning, Saturday nights, and Sunday morning. It's the 3 times I can do it. Even Friday, actually, too, but it's, where on Saturday morning, I can say where it's going to be Saturday night, and on Sunday morning, I can say where it's going to be Sunday night. And Saturday night, I can see where it's going to be Sunday morning, right? We do this a lot. We'll see if I can get it in the green box. Many times I have. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. That NASDAQ trade's still up. We'll see where it goes as the week comes on. And they print those gains, baby. They keep printing that dollar. It looks like we're going to get a continuation to the upside. And my target is up there at 24,955. Another all-time high for Bitcoin. It's my life. Much better, Sam. And being a crypto lifer, join now. God bless everybody out here on the live. Thank you for everyone that has joined my group and have used me to help themselves accelerate in cryptocurrency. I hope my 20 years of experience, my subconscious mind, and all my data can truly help you find some gains. I feel like I really helped a lot of people make gains on ASTER yesterday because they might not have known how to tackle it the way I did, or how to find the flag the way I did, or that perfect entry that I gave to the group. But I did that. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being amazing, right? ASTER, baby, ASTER. And honestly, I put out ASTER at 70 cents, and it went to $1, $2. So we made more than 100% gains off ASTER. One last thing I just want to take a look at is Advantis. The last time I looked at it, Advantis was holding it very nicely. Altcoins used to be way easier to trade. Now you just got to trade the trend. Wow, Advantis getting a massive move to the upside, hitting my target, everybody. Advantis hit the target last night. Unbelievable. 113% gains for Advantis. And I told you guys I was getting into Advantis, man. I gave you guys this call. Stop loss did not get hit. Unbelievable. Advantis for 114% gains. I nailed it. The two coins, the hottest coins yesterday, Advantis and ASTER, you would have gotten perfect setups in my trading group. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I got to advertise myself because dang, man. Look at this. Look where my Advantis call. I'll show it to you right here. I even said I'm putting 5K in Advantis. Advantis consolidating after hitting a 5X. Someone gave this to us on the live stream, and they told us about Advantis when it first came out. Down here. We knew about it. Like, this thing is doing numbers. All right? Look at it, already ripped, and I gave you the 618 Fibonacci down there at $1. Advantis. And I gave you ASTER right here. Right there. It was 70 cents, 79 cents, 80 cents. It came down a little more. Never hit that stop loss, consolidated, and absolutely ripped. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Advantis for 100%. Unreal. AVNT, yeah, and so pay attention. And I believe I put it in the bigger area because I wanted everyone to pay attention to this thing. Man, what a move here. So look at Advantis consolidating. Look, I gave you the call right here. The entry was right there at 111. This thing went to 233. What else can I do? I even told you to watch out for the stop hunt to keep your stop lower than it would in case they did that. They didn't, though. They ripped this puppy to the upside. Sean, there's your before. Screenshot. Bang. There's your after. Right? Done. 114% gains. Gains on gains, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Don't make me outwork my whole peoples. Let's do it. Look at this, man. Advantis. And this is going to start happening. I'm going to give you perfect entries using my system. Tight moving averages. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm blown away every time I hit it. Like, I've done this thousands of times, and I'm still blown away every time it happens. Because it shows that if you study for a living and you go through probabilities, you're actually able to predict what's going to happen in these markets and make massive gains with it. How is this possible? How can I do something that, the whole world would love to sit at their computer and make money this way? How can we get to be this lucky? Because we put in the work, we put in the time, and we put in the discipline to get to this type of level where we're at. Right? The thing is still holding like 80% gains. It's not a pump and dump. Like, it's still holding 70%, 78% gains. Advantis, man. What a move. What a move. And I'm going to continue to do this, guys. I am up all night. I am doing this all day long. I'm scanning the markets. I'm working so hard to create these gains. These gains don't happen overnight. You've got to rip. You've got to put in 110%. Every single time. And look, people sleeping on the weekends. There's money to be made out here. There's money to be made out here. All right. And that's another $5,000. And I put my money where my mouth is. Right here. I bought 5K USD of Advantis, right? At 5:30 on Saturday afternoon. Friday afternoon. Right? And had you done that, you'd be in the money. I got my bot making money. I got a bot that buys the bottom and sells the top. The bot has recently got in here too. right? So right at kind of where we're sitting. Let me show you the bot where it's at right now. The bot has recently just bought right there. It believes this is going to be a bottom. We're going to pump to the upside off this double bottom. The bot bought this bottom, many bottoms. It sold here, it bought there and sold there. Its last beautiful trade. Didn't even flinch when we dumped twice. Like you emotionally might have gotten out of that trade or got stopped out. The bot ended up taking the top. It sold here, it took the top. This thing is amazing. It works for me. It is it's expensive. I'm not going to say it's not, but you have it for life once you have it. And I do get a good commission from it because it's a big item, but man, I love this bot and it's made me massive gains in my life and it continues to do so. So the bot, baby, the bot. Back to Bitcoin. We're not leaving you hanging with Bitcoin, even though we're all crazy. It's all about this 200 moving average on the 15. We have to get back above it to remain bullish. That's going to be your key for the day. H-bar is about to blast, and so is Cardano. Yeah, I have setups for them in my trading group. Just jump on into the group, and you won't need to ask for the super chat. We got it for you, buddy. We got it for you. All right? I'll take a look at Cardano for you here real fast. So large caps are slumping because they're moving with Bitcoin, right? But they're getting tighter and tighter in their zone. This looks just, look, this thing is ready to move. So either you have the guts to DCA into a big position here on a massive consolidation, or you don't. It's that simple. Like this isn't this isn't a perfect like swing trade on the 15 or the 1 hour. This is going to be commit to the big time frames, the daily and the 3-day, and let this thing pay you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Maybe the market has a black swan and we dump. I have no idea what's going to happen. But Cardano looks absolutely beautiful. All coins are looking very, very nice. And I'm showing you how we can trade them with my system and absolutely nail it in ways you've never thought possible. This AVNT and this ASTER, I used to do this like 3 times, like 2 or 3 times a day. We used to have like 15 of these a week when the altcoin season was really, really hot. So people started to think, oh, this group is the hottest group in the game. We make gains on gains on gains. Like while everyone was sleeping, or they say, oh, join my VIP Patreon where we show you the newest meme coins. Like, come on, man. It's a bunch of 20 to 26-year-old kids that are experts that are searching other trading groups. They're all stepping on each other, stealing each other's calls. Like, we're just showing you the charts, man. And we can buy the charts. We can see what's likely going to pump. And somehow we know what's trending, what's up. We don't hit everything. You know, I missed MIAX pretty early. I could have got, I mean, we had it in the trading group, though. Someone told us to trade it at $1. So if I miss it, someone in the group's on it. But look, in the last few weeks, we had MIAX going up crazy. AVNT is doing damage. Like now, AVNT is up, like, I don't know, an 8 or 10x. We had ASTER from the very beginning there going up even 10x from that 8 cents, 9 cents. So this is insane. We've had 10x's, 5x's in the last 7-8 days. The market's changing. You got to start paying attention. The time is now. I want to put that fire under your butt. I want you to understand that it's time. If you've been slacking, if you've said, oh, well, I can hang out with my buddies and do a little bit of this and that. No. It's crypto all day, all the time, because the money will flow like you've never thought if you put in the discipline and you put in the work. But you got to put in the work. I don't get paid. I didn't make $7,000 on the last 36 hours by accident. I busted my butt. I studied the market and I saw opportunity. I could have made more. I get it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is what it is. But man, the real is join the 99. Everybody, we love you, man. I'll be there in the 99 sooner or later. Can't wait. Sooner or later is just, come on, man. Join the 99 today or forever hold your tongue, dude. What are you waiting on? Let's break this down. I just have to break this down. Sooner or later, we gave you 2 gains that would have paid for years in the group already. Sooner or later, what are you waiting on? Waiting on losing more money by not joining the group? I'm telling you right now, there's an opportunity cost to not joining the group. And that's all the money that we made this weekend. Stop playing yourself. It's $99 a month, okay? $99. The odds are you could learn enough or make enough knowledge to pay for the next 6-7 months in 1 month. Some people join in the next few days. Look at the testimonials. If this just can push you a little bit. Look, I hesitated for far too long. It's a lot of money for me. But in just 1 day after taking the plunge, I gained from the community directly, led to my first 1,000% trade. Come on, man. I just joined the group a day ago. And I made my 99 and some. Thank you. I don't know these people. I joined the group in December. Look, he grew his spot holdings to $40,000. It's $99 a month. I joined on the last day of July. Already made my 99 back, plus a lot more. This group is great. This is what people are saying. All through August, in the month, we didn't even have amazing altcoins in August. There's even more opportunity now. if you are holding on to your $99 right now, thinking that it's going to better you somewhere else, I really firmly believe your $99 is going to do far well where we're at. You know what I mean? Putting your $99 anywhere else is like putting a steak outside for days. Put it in the freezer, man. You know what I mean? Let it stay fresh, bro. Let it work for you. But like, I know I'm shilling myself hard right now because I know what it was like to be lost. And I know what it was like to not want to fork over money for a trading group. I wouldn't join a trading group. I wouldn't pay anyone. I thought they were all scammers online. Man, if I never joined that trading group, I never would be here today. I never would have changed my life. I made millions of dollars since then. That $59.99 and then it turned to $99 a month when I first joined my first trading group. Dude, that changed my life forever. I made millions off of joining that trading group. So I don't know what to tell you. You'd say, but you're different. You're a genius. Not everybody's just, I had ADHD. I was depressed. I had negative self-talk. I couldn't get out of my own way. Oh my God, you scared me half to death. You're like Chucky. Cute. Okay, baby. So I gotta tell you, man, if you're holding on to that 99, let it go. Let it go. Let it come into your life, man. Let this knowledge that I'm giving you come into your life. It'll change forever. Look at Advantis wants to go to the same area, $2. They actually went from the same. Advantis was 17 cents. All right? It did a 10x. And you could have got it on MEXC at 17 cents. You didn't have to find it on a DEX. Man, you guys told us about Advantis when it first came out down here on the live stream. So, Advantis continuing to do damage. It may not be done yet. It may not be done yet. I got this documented. Advantis. I'm in shock, everybody. I'm in shock. It all did numbers. It all did numbers. How can you have money to invest in crypto and not have $99 100%? Sometimes allowing yourself to be sold something can change your life for the better. It can be. I've been very skeptical. I had the trading bot. I didn't think the bot was garbage. They sold it on me. They kept talking to me. Eventually, I was like, all right, I'll try it out. And now I'm so happy that I did. You know what I mean? But I was skeptical of the trading bot. So, hey, I know I'm skeptical to some people. I know hitting that button online is like, I don't know. But I'm here every single day, if that helps. I don't go anywhere. I don't say something and then come back a week later and do that over and over again. You're like, but he said it last week. I'm not sure. I'm here every single day. I don't take a day off. It's time you change your life. It's time you make a jump. Look at all these gains we just made. You want to keep missing these gains? Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Go to CryptoLifer.com. Change your life, just like I did. And I'll see you at the top. God bless everybody. Thank you so much. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great.